Court has a 6-3 conservative majority, so it's not exactly a surprise that it would overturn Roe v. Wade. Still, a leaked draft opinion indicated the court has already decided to do it is sending shockwaves across the country. As soon as they heard the news, people rushed to the Supreme Court to demonstrate. Roe has been in place for nearly 50 years. The 1973 decision legalized abortion nationwide. Now, according to Politico, the court is ready to overturn it.
I'm disgusted. I'm here out of grief and out of mourning.
It's very exciting. People have worked for a lot of years, put a lot of money into this, they put a lot of hours, a lot of prayer has gone into this.
Politico obtained a document labeled First Draft of the Opinion of the Court in a case challenging Mississippi's ban on abortion after 15 weeks. That leaked opinion states that there is no constitutional right to abortion services. Politico reports Justice Alito wrote the majority decision. Justices Thomas, Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett voted with him. The three liberal justices were in the minority. It's not clear how Chief Justice Roberts planned to vote. Here's a quote from Justice Alito in the draft opinion as reported by Politico. He writes, "Roe was egregiously wrong from the start. It must be overruled. It is time to heed the Constitution and return the issue of abortion to the people's elected representatives."
This was not a tinkering with, well, we think that there are issues. This is an all-out repudiation of the Roe versus Wade decision.
At least Justice Alito thinks that Roe was wrongly decided when it was decided, that it is without a firm constitutional basis, that there is no constitutional right in the United States Constitution to abortion, and that the matter is left to politics of individual states.
It's not clear if the draft is the court's final word. Opinions can change before a final decision comes out in late June or July. But if the court does overturn Roe, that means individual states would get the power to decide whether abortion would be legal. Roughly half of them, mostly in the Midwest and the South, would be expected to ban the procedure, but abortion would still be legal in states like California and New York. Abortion opponents have been fighting for decades to get the court to overturn Roe. They are overjoyed. Those who favor abortion rights are furious. Planned Parenthood tweeted this: "Let's be clear, this is a draft opinion. It's outrageous, it's unprecedented, but it's not final. Abortion is your right and it is still legal." And Governor Newsom tweeted this: "Our daughters, sisters, mothers, and grandmothers will not be silenced. The world is about to hear their fury. California will not sit back. We are going to fight like hell." One of the big questions is, how was this draft decision leaked? Who did it? The court is so secretive, you never see opinions before they're released. So there's a lot of speculation about how it got out. Chris?